Team transitions. This is the process to help the team transition to their original units or help them move to a new project or organization. At the end of the project, now your team is ready to move. Some of them will move within the organization, or some of them will move and look for new jobs in other projects or organizations. Here are some of the steps that will help you in that process. There's going to be a final performance review. There's going to be the process of transferring the team members when that is an internal transfer. Then letters of recommendations for those who are looking for projects or jobs outside the organization. And then your session when there's going to be some team recognitions. The performance review, that's part of the HR requirements. Usually you will have to complete all the performance review for all your staff. You review all the team and individual performance data that you have. You conduct individual assessments with each one of your staff members. You explain the results and you provide them feedback, whether they are staying within the organization or moving to another organization. That feedback will be usually helpful for them to move into their new jobs. The process of transferring team members, these are the staff that were on loan to your project. That is usually happens in some organizations where they will come and work for your project, and then at the end of the project will go back to their units, organization, or program areas or work in other projects. In the case, you need to define the dates to transfer the staff so they are aware about the timings. You need to notify the supervisors of the transfer process. You also need to notify human resources so they are aware about any changes going to be happening. You then meet with the supervisors, and that's a moment where you can give them some feedback and some information about the performance of that individual that will be useful for the supervisor. And then you have the time and the date where you release the team members. The letters of recommendation for the people who are going to be leaving the organization. They will include a summary of your recommendation. You will describe the general duties that they perform while in the project. You also describe the key competencies that the person brought to the project. You list also those skills that were useful in the project. You list all the team contributions and the individual accomplishments. That is something that is you need to highlight about how that individual contributed to the success of the team, and whether that person had individual accomplishments. It could be that they did something above the requirements, or they achieved more than they were asked for. Highlight those areas that are very important and keep a copy on your records. The final step is your team recognitions. It could be a small session when you can invite the sponsor and the steering committee. It's an informal meeting when you acknowledge all the individual contributions. You can give them certificates of accomplishment, which is a nice token so that people have something to remember. And some people feel proud of it, participant as the project members. They may even hang it on their walls when they are in a new office or in a new place they're working. That's another good opportunity also for team photos. After all the teams been working close for many time, and this has been a great opportunity for them to build that relationships. So it must be the last time they have an opportunity for a group photo. And then communicate to all the organization about the end of the project and the great contributions that your team made to the success of your project.